they made contact and shattered.
At some point, Chris locates what's called a drive bag.
Law enforcement had considered Laundrie the only person of interest in the murder of his fiancée, Gabby Petito.
Reference to a missing 4-year-old. The parents have called in and advised that the mother had went for a walk, came home, now they can't find her. They've been yelling for her. She's been gone for about 10 minutes now.
Turn it over to another agency. Let's get some help.
Hello? John.
Good morning. Hello, everybody. I'm so sorry I'm late. I hate being late, but I really appreciate you guys all being here today. Hello, April. Let me say hi to a few people in chat. Nikki Rex, Mel Mac. I hope you're feeling better. Hi, Florida Bass Fishing, Insanely Confused. It's so good to see you guys here. And anyone else who I didn't mention, I see you, and I'm just happy to see you. But I'm late, so I figure we should probably get started. But anyways, we are going to be talking about the Debbie Collier case. I haven't seen any recent updates today. I was certain by now we would have gotten, I don't know, an arrest. I mean, let me just check Twitter real quick while I'm welcoming you all here. And how's everybody doing? Okay, let me share this one article. It just came out an hour ago on Twitter. And then I want to go through just the CCTV footage and just drink some coffee and chill with you guys this morning, watch the footage and check if there's anything that stands out. Okay. Let me share my screen. This is the first time I'm reading this article too, so. The way Debbie Collier's cell phone was near her remains could help police solve the case and find her killer, a private investigator told the U.S. Sun. It's been a month since the mother's charred remains were found on a Georgia freeway. Debbie Collier was found dead on September 11 in the woods off a Georgia highway. Police found a partially burned tarp, a bag, and the remains of a fire at the scene. The mega agency, oh, that's just the credit of the photo. Got it. Okay. The case still remains mysterious as cops and FBI agents don't know who was responsible for her death. Police found a bag at the scene, the remains of a fire, and a partially burned tarp. Weeks later, Habersham County investigators told reporters that her smashed phone was also discovered. Private investigator and criminal profiler Jason Jensen told the Sun the device could contain details that could help detectives track the killer. It's not known why Collier's phone was smashed or who carried out the act, but Jensen speculated that the device would have no meaning if the killer were a stranger. Interesting. At this stage of the investigation, investigators believe Debbie's death was personal and deliberate. Jensen said, "It tells me there is information on the phone that the killer was concerned about. The first tendency is to believe that there is something harmful on the phone. If they destroy it, investigators will not be able to find out who the killer was communicating with." However, Jensen warned that the cell phone tower data will help unearth the truth while investigators sift through digital evidence to find who Collier was in contact with before her death. He said police will analyze who Collier texted, communicated, and spoke with in her final hours. Jensen believes the case has caught the attention of the FBI, which joined the investigation last week. There is no indication that the FBI is directing the investigation at this stage. Habersham County Chief Deputy Murray Kogod told reporters they wanted to see if they could review the case to see if there was any way they could help us. Interesting. FBI joins the investigation. We're the lead agency, but we always appreciate our colleagues supporting us, and we've had a lot of help from a variety of agencies, including GBI, FBI, Athens Clarke County. Jensen revealed the FBI got involved before the digital evidence was potentially lost. He added, mobile phone companies don't keep the data forever. Sometimes it is only kept for a few days, while others keep it for 30 days. You can't store the data forever. If it's not, you can't store the data forever if it's not relevant, so you don't want to risk losing it. Jensen told agents will be able to offer specialized digital forensic skills. Former Sacramento County police officer Paul Belli, president of the International Homicide Investigators Association, announced that digital evidence will play an increasingly larger role in homicide investigations as society evolves. He said digital evidence would help investigators build a complete picture of the victim. Red flag. On September 10th, the day before Collier was found, she wired Amanda Bearden $2,385. She also warned, they won't let me go, in a chilling message sent along with the transaction. Cops have since revealed the amount of Collier sent is very close to what Amanda's boyfriend Andrew owed in suspended sentences, two police sources told Fox Digital. Jensen described the revelation as a big red flag if true. However, it's possible that the number was skewed by transaction fees. And just to add a little bit of what we know and what we went through, we know that there was only $10 left in her bank account. So I'm wondering if the amount that was taken, excuse me, really only had to do with the fact that they had to leave. Like, you can't take out every single dollar. Like, you have to leave $10 in there or whatever. So I'm still not convinced entirely that it has anything to do with his fees. I mean, obviously money would be the motive, but I'm wondering if it was just all she had. Again, I don't really know. I'm just speculating. Okay, so, okay. However, it's possible that the number was skewed by transaction fees. Cops reveal Amanda received the payment, but it's unknown where the money went. It is believed the money was sent to Collier while Collier was sitting in the parking lot of the Family Dollar store in Clayton, about 70 miles from her home in Athens. CCTV footage showed her purchasing a grocery bag, tarp, refillable lighter, poncho, and paper towels. Police officers said she appeared calm and afraid of nothing while shopping. Collier was in the store for more than 10 minutes, police said. Police narrowed her death window between 3:19 p.m. on September 10th and 12:44 p.m. on September 11th, when her body was found. Jensen said there is still missing pieces of the puzzle waiting to be solved, as several questions remain. It is not known when her rented Chrysler Pacifica was parked off Georgia Highway 15. The results of Collier's autopsy were not released, and Jensen warned it could be weeks before the results are released. He speculated that it appears Collier was trying to crawl away from someone. It is not known if the killer used lighter fluid to set Collier on fire or if they set the fire to her clothes. Jensen said, I would want to know if they were trying to burn her or her clothes. It looks like they tried to use an accelerant. I'd want to see that too. See, like, we don't have anything stating that she bought like an accelerant, which I thought was strange. Like, if there was a fire planned, that's obviously a key ingredient. And I always wonder, like, did she purposely like not grab it? Does Dollar General not carry it? Did she forget to grab it? So that's always kind of been on my mind also. So let me carry on and read this. It's easy to tell because you can tell if petrol oil was used by the telltale branding. Kogod warned that the case has many unknowns typically not found in death investigations. Traffic cameras captured Collier's rented van minutes before arriving at the dollar store. Collier appeared calm and did not appear to be in distress while shopping. And then that's the end of the article. So thank you for listening while I read that with you guys. Kind of gives a good overlay of what we'll be discussing. Let me just say hello to chat still and see where you guys are at with that information. I love Jason Jensen. I started seeing him on the Moab double homicide, and he's always giving good commentary and his perspective. So that was nice to read. And hello, Christy B, Mandy S. Good to see you. Hi, Scout. Carolina, Caroline, Natasha. It's good to see you guys. Connie, thanks for being here, everyone. Okay, so now I just want to go through the CCTV footage with you guys. Just going to drink my coffee and point out things that look strange to me. Anything that looks strange to you guys, please let me know. So let me share my screen. I am going to be sharing the footage from Grizzly True Crime, her channel. So it's coming from her channel. And I will link it in the description. Hold on. So yeah, I'm just going to have it on mute. There's no talking anyways. It's just a little bit of music that she added to it. And yeah, I just want to look at this stuff with you guys, drink some coffee. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Just want to look this stuff over. And then I want to talk to you guys about my theory of the Venmo when we get there. Okay, guys? So thank you again for being here with me. Good morning, Cats Meow. So this white van, can you guys see when I'm on the screen and not in StreamYard? Oh, thank you, Malmac, for linking her profile or YouTube. Guys, I had 2 chocolate martinis last night. That might be why I was a little late this morning, but we barely go out on date night, so my mind is a little bit pickled. Good morning, Kimberly. It's so good to see you. And I'm loving American Spy Fox's video that he did on Dahmer. That was really interesting. I know you saw it because I saw your name in the comments. But it's good to see you, and I can't wait for him to do part 2. So wait, can you guys see my cursor like when I'm on this screen? Sorry, my computer is being so slow. Good morning, Brookie. Good to see you. So can you see my mouse and the cursor moving around or no? Everyone's driving, so I don't think they can see it. No, they can't. Okay. Oh yeah, I can see it. I just checked. All right. Anyways, thank you guys for your patience. So this blue SUV and this white van, this is before Debbie even pulls in with her black van. This blue SUV is strange to me, and so is the white van. I'm not saying that they have anything to do with it. I'm just saying watch them. They kind of stand out to me in a way. So yeah, guys, like I said, it's going to be a little bit quiet because we're just watching CCTV footage, but I am looking at chat and I will pull up your comments and all that. One thing I did notice about this footage is some of the cars that I find strange, they go down where that Jeep is going right now, and then they turn right. And I'm understanding that that's obviously an exit, but I think that it's important to kind of keep the idea out there that people could possibly be aiding the perpetrators here. I don't know if they have connections with people that they've met in jail or out on the street, because it seems like they're into drugs possibly. I know that Amanda's boyfriend's mother has a colorful background as far as criminal activity and all that. So I don't know if maybe there's other people helping them and they're like switching vehicles. Do you know what I mean? I'm not saying that that's what's happening. I just think that it's something to keep in mind, that there might be other people involved helping Amanda and her boyfriend. And again, this is just speculation, just my opinion. But that white van is just so strange. And the worker, the employee that goes in and out of the, and here comes Debbie. So as soon as that SUV, the blue one, left, Debbie comes in, stops next to this van, which, by the way, has somebody in it, like the driver's seat right now. That worker is just like walking in and out. I find that weird. Do you guys find that weird? So it seems as though like maybe there was some sort of signal or something to this person in the white van. Again, just speculating. What are you guys thinking? Hi, Kelly. Searches equals answers. Yes, the worker is very odd. Mandy says she agrees. And then obviously it's a red flag that Debbie sort of, okay, hold on a minute. That guy that just left the van. Have you seen this? He walks up out there and then just meets somebody, and then they walk out, they leave together. Like, isn't that weird? So Debbie pulls away to repark. Worker is walking to her car. As soon as Debbie parks, and how convenient is it that the van, the white van that it pulled up to, had somebody in it? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's sort of like a rare thing. Like, you go to a parking lot and usually things are empty, So this guy gets out of the van and then he like meets somebody like right here. Like, they're walking out of the store, Dollar General, and then they just leave together. Like, that's strange to me. Like, I was thinking, he was here, so he's like, okay, let me go get my accomplice and tell them to hurry up, and then the accomplice was leaving too. And look, the other person gets in, not the passenger seat, the other person gets in like one of the back seats. And I believe it was an adult, so there's no need, if it was a child, obviously you understand why they're not riding up front. So you think that's normal, Petunia? I think that's so strange that like somebody got out of the car right after the van was right next to it and then like went to go see what was taking the other person so long. I don't know. And then that other person gets out, doesn't get in the passenger door, opens the back door. To me, that's like weird. But again, this is a parking lot. There are people in public who do stuff, so I can't overanalyze everything, right? Van leaves, goes right down that road that we don't know where it leads to. Good morning, Allison. Good to see you. Did I already say good morning to you? Sorry. Okay, Christy B said, not weird. Okay. Usually kidnappers force a victim to get money from an ATM, or they force them to a spot for some private assault. Yeah. I'm 90% certain the perps were in the van with her. I'm thinking that too. Yeah, her traveling 70 miles to go to the Dollar General leads me to believe that something was in place very early on, as far as like something happening to her that day. That's where I'm at. I know that everyone's saying that she appeared fine in the store, but I feel like that's just their perception. There's been multiple instances where a kidnapper is like there with the child or with the person that they're kidnapping out in public, and the victim doesn't like alert anything because they've been told not to, or like pretty much where I'm at with this Debbie thing. Obviously my theories change daily, but I'm just thinking that something arose. Like, remember, there was some like argument at the house the night prior. I think that a situation that could possibly be taking place is Andrew and Amanda set up like a fake like hostage situation. Like Amanda's like, please help me, mom. He's got like a gun. And then she's like put in a situation where she's got to like go along with it and in hopes that daughter's saved, you know what I mean? But really Debbie's daughter is like in on the prank, you know what I mean? Hold on, I gotta turn my camera off. I feel like it's like affecting how smooth the Wi-Fi is or something. Anyways, I just feel like it's possible there could be some sort of fake hostage situation with Amanda and her boyfriend. And Debbie doesn't realize that Amanda's playing along with it and is just desperate to obviously save her daughter's life because her boyfriend is not well and all that. Hi, Anthony. It's good to see you. I recognize you. Good morning. I'm glad you're here. We're just theorizing about the Debbie Collier case and going over the CCTV footage. So just having coffee and watching this, nothing too exciting. But thank you for being here, and thank you everyone for being here. And if you haven't hit the thumbs up, please do so. It's much appreciated, and it's a free way to help the channel. And actually, on that note, I'd like to thank Brooke Richards. She's a channel member. I just seen on PayPal that she had sent me money there for thanking me for my editing on the Gabby Petito and Brian Laundrie documentary. So I just wanted to thank her publicly for sending that. I didn't even see it till now. But so I'm under the impression that there are people in the van. You know, there's a part in this footage where it gets pixelated, and that's the way that the police gave the footage to the public. I'm just thinking that it's pixelated because they obviously have important visual evidence there possibly. So they just don't want to like release all that because I find it strange that it gets super pixelated at that one part. Caroline said, I read Debbie was lured to get camping gear for a boyfriend who was evicted and living in the woods. Oh, I never heard that. Interesting. That would be something. When Debbie moves her van and stops for a moment in the second row, I believe we can see her van shake side to side as if someone is moving from row to row in the van. Oh. And you know what? Them moving the van closer to the store, I wonder if like the assailants, perpetrators wanted to see Debbie in the store, you know, like make sure she's doing, she's not running away or talking to anybody. I still think that it's possible that one of these perpetrators could actually be in the store. You know, she spends 14 minutes in the store. I'm sorry, but that's a long time, isn't it? Like, if I have to go into Dollar General, I'm not spending 14 minutes in there. Like, it's not a big store for one. Everything's pretty easy to find usually. I feel like, do you guys think that 14 minutes is a long time? Like, let's say that there was nothing crazy going on. You know what I mean? So if we're going to assume nothing strange is going on, then okay, now we got this little zoomed in aspect. There goes the van, pixelated because, yeah, for whatever reason. I almost feel like, and I did a little bit of editing with some of this footage that I'll show you guys afterwards. I almost feel like I could see, like, I don't know if my mind was just, or my eyes were playing tricks on me, but I felt like I could see a little bit of movement. So hold on. I like of this part better without like the lawn crime thing on it. So I'm just gonna share. She's buying stuff she normally doesn't and doesn't know where it is in the store. Perhaps, I mean, people buy paper towels. I mean, I buy paper towels all the time, but I do have a little one. In my opinion, she looks angry the way she walked in the store. Yeah, I feel like the door. And notice that we don't get, I just rewound it to the very beginning. Notice we don't get like the footage of her like walking by the window there. Like stuff has been purposely held away from us. Okay, Brookie, I will check the Instagram message ASAP. And good morning, everyone who has joined us. I really appreciate you guys being here. Honestly, I take that long because I like to look. Yeah, that's true, Tar Heel. I do like to look. But yeah, I just find it strange that we don't, like that little like hesitation there. And somebody said that they saw her like lock the door. Do you guys see her like with the key fob? Does she do something with it? I'm going to rewind it again. Is she locking it? I find that interesting. Let's say she's all by herself and nothing is alerted to her. You know, she's locking the door. Yep, I agree. The forensics is definitely key in this case. And I just feel like it's somebody's opinion that she seemed calm. Like that's just the store clerk's opinion. It doesn't necessarily mean that she's calm because nothing's going on. I mean, I can't get past the fact that she's that far away from home at this point. I just feel like something was already taking place for her. Maybe not as severe or like heavy, but I don't know, guys. I just am under the impression that, yes, she appears calm, but I'm thinking something was already happening at this point. I want to know your guys' thoughts. So put a 1 in chat if you think that something has already arisen that's nefarious for Debbie at this point. Put a 2 if you think nothing has happened yet. And if she did, that's the thing though, like Jesse, I know that would have been like perfect, you know, give the cashier a note saying help me, but like what if she doesn't have a piece of, I mean, I guess she could have grabbed it from the store shelf, you know, that would have been a perfect thing to kind of grab and write out your like help me letter. But I'm like, maybe there was something that was making her feel like if I step out of line, you know, they're gonna, like if there was a gun to Amanda's head in the car, if what's his name sees a cop roll up or something like Debbie's telling on him, you know, did he tell her like, I'll shoot your daughter? You know what I mean? Like that might prevent somebody from tipping off if something was occurring that was outside or whatever, like in the car. Just theorizing. So I see a lot of 1s, but I see people saying 2, and I see 3s, which are obviously they're unsure, which, you know, we all are on a level of being unsure, but I don't know. It just seems like everyone's got different opinions. Some think nothing was awry at this moment. So I'm open to both options, obviously. We have to keep everything on the table. Or she was in the white van. Right. I mean, I'm just feeling like, yeah, she felt in control. Like maybe nothing spiraled at that moment, maybe. I'm trying to line this all out in my mind. So I really appreciate you guys being here and helping me think this through. So let me just, now that we've seen her in the store, I'm going to pull up the rest of the CCTV footage that takes place outside the store after she was in the store. But notice, and I asked Allison, my moderator, this, we don't have like footage of her walking out. Or no, did I miss it? I can't get past Debbie pulling right next to the van when she first enters the parking lot. She has anywhere to park. Exactly. Hold on, let me. Yeah, she walks out, but like, did I miss it? Maybe I missed it. Yeah, we can't see her because she's under the awning. That would make sense. I gotta top my coffee off. Give me 1 second, guys, while you watch this footage. For some reason, and everyone's suspicious to me, but that like little pickup with the person outside it, that to me is weird. But you know what? Everything is weird in this case. Good morning, Candy Smith. It's good to see you. All right, let me top my coffee off. BRB. And then that pickup leaves and goes right. Oh, you're good, Petunia. I figured that's what you meant. If you look closely at the van window, it says Kingston Wrestling or something like that. Didn't Andrew wrestle as well? That's what I'm hearing. And I seen something I want to share with you guys after this too, in regards to Andrew. Why, oh, why, I ask, would any bad guy risk losing control of Debbie in order to get paper towels and a tarp? That, I mean, yeah, you're right. I mean, if something was taking place already, like serious, what if she did decide to leave? What if she did decide to run or something? I mean, did he make it clear, like, if you do anything stupid, like, your daughter's dead? I mean, that might stop somebody from being brave or thinking that they can get ahead of the situation. You know what I mean? So, okay, Brookie, I'll check it out. Exactly, Miss Anonymous says, you comply if someone threatens to hurt someone you love, in my opinion. I think so too, especially your daughter or your son. Well, I mean, everyone's different, but I just feel like there is a percentage of people who certainly would be like, oh man, like, I better just do what they say. You know, I'm not sure of Debbie's personality. Was she like a strong-willed person? Not sure. And then this truck just pulling up right there too. But it is just, you know, a parking lot. So what are you gonna do? At least that person got, and here comes the worker again. Why is this worker walking back and forth? Like, it's one thing to go out for a cigarette or whatever, but like, I'm very confused. There goes Debbie. As soon as the worker gets to her car, Debbie backs out. Now the worker's leaving the car as she's leaving. Like, turns, parks in that spot. And see, I'm going to pause it real quick. Now, let's talk about the Venmo. People have speculated that she backed out and then reparked because she looked down and seen the Venmo thing and was like, what is this? Have you guys heard that theory? My thing is like, okay, so the Venmo gets sent at 3:19. Like, is it 3:19 right now? Or was it 3:19 before she backed out? Or 3:17, I'm sorry. I'm just like, is this her looking down at her phone, seeing the alert for the Venmo like people speculated? Or in my mind, oh, good point, Allison. Debbie is also wearing the same colors as the dollar store employees. So weird. Hi, CDT. Good morning. It's okay, you're late. I was late too. And good morning, Connie. So glad you're here. It's good to see you. So people think that she's looking at her phone because she just got the alert that the Venmo was sent to her. And she's like, what is this? You know, because people speculate that it wasn't her who sent it. That's all going to be figured out very easily with just the the digital forensics. But my thing is like, what if she backed out and parked here because who's ever in the car was with her, like, thought that there was too many people around, or just thought like too much commotion, and wanted her to face like the other way for a second, you know what I mean? And then there is when they're like, okay, send that Venmo, or give us your phone, whatever, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just like, I'm trying to line up her reparking here facing away. Like, is that just because the people, again, speculation, in the van with her are like, move over here because they don't want to be seen, or what? You know what I mean? Jessie said she sent the Venmo and turned the phone off because she didn't want her daughter to call her back and ask questions. She didn't want to talk to anyone. She turned the phone off to ensure that. Hi, Crystal. Thank you for joining our membership here. So glad to have you. I'm so happy to have all my members. So I just want to send out a good thank you and a big thank you to the members and the moderators. You guys are very much appreciated. And anyone who wants to just support the channel in a free way, just like and subscribe. That's all I ask. But so I'm like, the Venmo thing. Let me just press play again so we can observe this lot. There goes the worker again. I can't with this. Something is up. And look, soon as the worker gets to her car, van pulls away. I'm telling you, this worker has something to do with this. Sorry to accuse them if they're completely innocent. And then look, okay, hold on. Did you see how as soon as the worker gets in her, I think it's a Subaru, as soon as the worker gets in her Subaru, it looked like Debbie's van sort of like pauses, and like, look, obviously we can't see them looking, but Debbie's van pauses, and then the worker's Subaru wagon, whatever it is, starts going. But it was almost like Debbie's van stopped to see if that worker's car was rolling. Again, I'm just speculating. Let me rewind it, I rewound it to show you guys. And thank you, Stacy D, for becoming a member. I'm so happy to have you here on my research team. So thank you so much. Yeah, I agree. It seems odd to shut your phone off just to not talk to someone. Did Amanda know anyone who worked at the store? Good question. Oh, I'm so glad, allegedly, with Brittany J. I'm glad you like my little morning show. I do want to do nighttime streams again, but it's just so convenient in the morning right now with the little one. She turns left, Debbie turns right. Exactly. It's just too like synchronized in a way. Hold on. There goes Debbie, driving. Slows down at one point here. Slows, hits the brakes, and then turns. But did you see how fast that Subaru worker, or that Subaru's going? She's flying through the parking lot. And then she gets right behind Debbie as they're leaving. But then look, slows down. Hold on a minute. I got to see that again. What are you guys thinking? Like she's following her. Exactly. There she goes, speeding up. Speeds around the corner here. And then like as soon as she gets like right behind her, she kind of like slows. I'm talking about the worker, not Debbie's van. Christy B, it's not weird. And maybe it's not. It might not be weird. And then, you know what is weird though? This red truck pulls up and parks in a non-parking spot. Christy B, is that not weird? Or are you parking spots that aren't parking spots too? This truck drives around all the way around, pulls right up. That's not a parking spot. See the orange that's like a spot next to a handicap spot for vans and stuff so that they can access the wheelchair ramp, etc. To me, that's weird, but maybe not to Christy B. The red van is weird. Oh, okay. You crack me up. Alrighty. Now, let me get back to my little footage of stuff I edited together. Now, I want to discuss the Venmo, obviously. I shared this one on top with the pink background, and come to find out that's not accurate. So I wanted to just take this moment to kind of correct false information out there. Yeah, I think so too, Mandy. There's something going on. The red truck person is just lazy. That very well could be, because there's a lot of lazy people out there. Yeah, Molly, go heavier. Ask, can I please ask the dumbest question? Please do. No one will judge you here. Okay, so, ow, just hit my shin. Alrighty. So the top one was something that the media was putting out there to kind of represent the Venmo that was sent. Only once we got the real Venmo transaction, which is the white one underneath, I realized that the pink one that I was referencing is wrong, because it has the period at the end after door, you see? So I'm looking at it differently now, because it's not a run-on sentence with a period at the end. The pink one is not right. So I just wanted to fix that information out there, because she didn't use a period at all. This is the one that is more representative of what her Venmo looked like, the message. So no punctuation at all. I think it's important to kind of clarify that. Even though it is a small detail, I want to get things right. So there was no punctuation at all. Did I miss the question? I just want to make sure I don't miss it. Yeah, Miss Anonymous, I'm going to give you my little theory about the key. Ready? She said, why talk about leaving a key if you're being held hostage? So, hold on. Okay. Thank you. So this looks more accurate. Good to know. So my theory about that key part of this is, and let me know what you guys think. So wait, I know it says Steve, not Debbie. I just figured that they shared the account, maybe? Am I wrong there? Because this is the one that's going around saying that this is the Venmo that was sent to Amanda. So is this accurate? I just want to make sure. Because it's the same message and all that. But so my thing is I'm wondering if Amanda just didn't have access to the house. Like, you know, they got in that argument. There might have been like tension between them or whatever. So in order for Amanda and Andrew to get into the house, they needed a key. And the only way to explain having a key would be for the staging of this message. So there is a key to the house in the blue flower pot by the door. That to me is staged because, yeah, mine too, Petunia. My Venmo and everything you guys see in my description box is in fiance's name, but obviously it's shared. So, okay, it's a shared account. Thank you. I figured. But anyways, so Amanda, I believe, in my opinion, didn't have a key to the house for whatever reason, you know, feuding or whatever. Maybe they didn't trust her. Maybe it was because she just got back in town and just hadn't had her way to have that. But it's just a way for them to explain to law enforcement, or when everything went down, that why and how she got access to the house. So she didn't have a key, and they needed a reason to kind of explain why Amanda was able to get in the house or whatever. So them telling Debbie to write, or them themselves, because we find out that you can send a transaction from Venmo outside of the phone of the owner of the Venmo account. So, you know, either they're telling Debbie to write this, or they took Debbie's phone to write this, or they logged into their phone pretending to be Debbie's account. All those things can be figured out so easily, and I'm sure they know the answer to that by now. But they're not going to let me go. Love you. There's a key to the house in the blue flower pot by the door. So that would explain why Steve would find out how, you know, how did Amanda get in the house? Oh, well, it said in Venmo that there was a key to the door under this flower pot. So I came over as soon as I saw it. You know what I mean? It's just easily explainable, and you can answer it, you know, with just this Venmo. Now I'm hearing Steve didn't know about the Venmo right away. Is that accurate, guys? Because, you know, that's a red flag, obviously. And when did Steve learn of the Venmo message? That's my other question. And I'm just referring to my little chat with my moderator, Allison, because I know I asked her other questions and she was like, oh, that's a good question. Ask the stream. So, let me see what it was. Oh, I just asked, when did Steve find out about the Venmo message, you know? I just really would like to know that. Oh, really? Brookie said the white van people came out with the red bag too. Why would it be weird that the daughter was in the house? That's her daughter. I would think it would be normal for her to be there. Well, they've, what I understand is they've had like an estranged relationship. She'd just gotten back in town, which obviously is another red flag, because your mother is murdered days after you come back in town. Like, they're just not very bright, in my opinion, the people who are behind this. I think it's very obvious who's behind this, but I just feel like maybe there was, you know, maybe she didn't even have, I don't know, guys. I'm just trying to figure out that whole key thing. And I'm feeling like there was a reason why they needed to send that and explain why Amanda was in the house or whatever. Like, maybe she wasn't allowed to. Remember, there was some argument that took place the night prior. I don't know what that argument was. All we know so far is Steve said on the 911 call that Debbie texted, "They're not going to let me go." Interesting. I kept trying to tell people that convinced themselves the 2385 Venmo transaction is some sort of cryptic code, that a criminal isn't going to kill someone to pay past court fees. It's actually kind of absurd. Well, I mean, there has been other cases where people kill over money. And we've seen in body cam footage of Andrew complaining about Amanda taking like $400 or $500 from his paycheck. So it seemed like money to Andrew was something that was like, he was pissed about. Yeah, and if she's an active addict, you can change locks. Exactly. That's the other aspect. And I haven't really like spoken about that or gone down that conversation. But yeah, I mean, there's conversations and theories and rumors that Amanda is tied up in bad drugs, and possibly Andrew. And obviously we see his mother was. So I think that maybe Debbie realized, like, the people my daughter's associating with are not good people. I can't trust her. I don't want her to have access to this house. You're not getting a key. And maybe that's what the argument was about or something. You know what I mean? Either way, like, I'm thinking that to state that the key was in the blue thing, then that would explain how they got a key or something. I don't know, guys. I'm all over the place with this stuff too. I'm trying to theorize and come up with all these answers with you guys. So I just really appreciate you guys being here. Just looking at comments. How did Steve not get a message on his end regarding the payment? See, I don't have like the Venmo app on my phone, so I don't know like what type of alerts it has, or if you can set it up to where you don't get the alerts. I don't know. I wish they would do another presser too. I thought that by now they would have had something stated or something, because it just seems like they have a grasp on it, but we still haven't heard anything in like a week or so, more than that. Did anything ever come up of the house search? Not that I know of. I know that they went there, obviously, and we've theorized that possibly she was shot in the head, because they say that it was personal with intention. So personal is like up close. In the head is obviously like you're aiming to kill. Intentional obviously is, you knew that they would meet their demise by shooting them there. So that's just my theory. I don't believe, like that article said, that she was crawling away, because they said in the report that she was laying on her back grasping a tree with her torso burned. So I don't know if she was running away or if she had just met up to that tree, like with the roots that were showing and stuff, and was shot there and then like just fell back. And her grabbing the tree was just a something that ends up happening, like when you get shot in the head, like you end up that's just how it ends up being. We talked about a lot of that actually on our last live stream. I go into more depth of that information, which again is just my layman's theory. I'm not saying it's how it went down, but when they say that she was killed, it was a personal thing and it was intentional, I can't help but think like gun to the head, and then they do the search warrant to go find the gun. So that to me kind of aligns with the warrant kind of being right away after the body was taken. I mean, it's obvious when you look at somebody and see that they were shot in the head. So they might have been like, okay, that's enough reason for us to get this warrant. We're going to go look for the weapon. I don't know though, guys. I really don't know. And if there's other people involved helping Andrew or something, who knows? But let me just play what I have here. It's been a few days. I think I just, yeah, I heard they had multiple warrants for sure. So this is May. You guys probably already seen this. I got to pull it up on my phone because I can't even read it well, like looking at that on the screen. But this was May 2021. The letter allegedly that Andrew wrote, threatening Amanda and just, being vile. Let's see if I can find it on my phone so I can see it better. Okay. So yeah, it was allegedly written by Andrew back in May 2021. It reads, "Have a nice life, you lying ASS B word. Don't ever contact me again. If you or your family ever come near me again, I will hurt them. P.S. I'm not stupid. Here's your," and then it's like, I can't read what it says. So I know you guys have probably already seen that, but I feel like that's an important thing to kind of revisit and to emphasize. Amanda, the 2 days after she gets back in town, her mother is murdered. And this is who Amanda is dating. So red flag. So on the thumbnail, I wrote that this was a red flag, and it showed this picture and it was circled. Yeah, Mr. Barlow. I like little Napoleon syndrome. I had a general manager who had that, and he was awful to work for. I'm so glad I don't work there anymore, but yeah, Napoleon syndrome. Andrew. But hold on, the sun's in my face. So anyways, on my thumbnail, I put, this is a red flag. And this is another reason why I'm thinking that something was arise before Debbie gets to the Dollar General. And it's because, as you see on the top, it says speed limit 25. And we all knew that this camera came from a school zone camera, right? Yeah, Melmac, what is that condition that the football players and that wrestler and Aaron Hernandez had CMT. No, not CMT. That condition, it's literally a medical condition from getting hit in the head too many times, and they become violent, and they have the side effects are just CTE. Thank you, Trippy Dead. Thank you so much for helping me out there. I think that that's a possibility. I mean, it makes people violent. People have killed over it. Actually, there was, I think, a wrestler who killed his entire family over it. Yes. Yeah. And allegedly, that Aaron Hernandez guy, once they did his autopsy and all that, they said that he had one of the worst brains they'd ever seen for that. So that is definitely a possibility. I definitely think that they used to call it punch drunk. Oof. So does steroids if he's built. Yeah, I mean, steroids definitely could affect hormones and all that. MMA fighter, I mean, that's definitely could be some head injuries there. So anyways, back to this. This is why I think this is a red flag before she got to the Dollar General. Speed limit, school zone, 25 miles per hour. I don't know the rules or the laws in Georgia. I can only assume it's like here in New York because children should be protected. If you speed in a school zone, your fines are doubled. Is it doubled or tripled? Either way, you're screwed. So I think that it's actually a huge red flag that at 2:17 on the day that we seen Debbie on the CCTV footages, the day before she's found dead, she's in a school zone and she's going 38 miles per hour. Now, I know people are going to say, I speed, or that doesn't mean anything, blah, 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 blah. I don't know. I feel like it's significant. We're not talking about a speed zone where it's not, this is a school zone. Maybe she didn't realize. Okay, Twisted Gemini said in Florida, the fines are doubled as well. Wow. Chronic traumatic encephalopathy. I probably mispronounced that, but thank you, James, for saying that. Massachusetts is double. Okay, yeah, that seems school zone only when lights blinking and during certain times. It might not have been that time. That's true. 2:17. What day of the week was it though? September 10th was, oh my gosh, that was like a month ago, guys. That's crazy. Okay, no, it was a Saturday. Good call. Saturday, not a red flag. All righty. So then I'm wondering what was the speed limit here? 30, 35, 38 is an interesting speed. Wow. Thank you, guys. I guess I should have figured that out before the live stream. But what? Okay, never mind. Okay, so this is just probably 40. Speed limit 25 and she's going 38. Yeah, so I don't know if the speed limit is just for school times. Oh, yeah, you know what? I feel like speed limit here is 20 miles per hour too. And that's true, CDT. That's why discussing all this is good. And that's why, I'm not going to come on here and act like I know everything, guys. I appreciate my subscribers and my members and you guys, like my moderators. You guys are brilliant. And thank you so much, Margot, for the super chat. I've been watching you and love what you do. Thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Just looking through chat. Okay, so let me question, why are there no lines in the parking lot? Good question. Maybe it hasn't been repaved in a while. I don't know. What's the street name where that pic was taken? I don't know. That's a good question. We could definitely go down that avenue for sure and figure that out. All right, so these little clips are just highlights of the CCTV footage that I've edited together. So obviously it's not going to show the exact time from when she was here or there. It's just the highlighted parts. So I just want to share this with you guys and watch it with you guys, just to get another relook at it all. And then, I don't know, guys, I'm pretty much done with everything. Yeah, I think it can vary depending on location. It's 25 during certain times on school days, but 35 outside of those hours. That makes sense. Yeah, it's 15 during start and end of school days where I'm at, 40 outside of those time windows. I swear it's less than 25 miles per hour here too. Because I know I go like at a snail's pace. Was there other messages with the Venmo? No, not that I know of. And that's the other thing is, guys, I'm hearing on, oh, you know what? I have it on the screen. So let me just play this and we'll get there. So the whole purpose here is just for you guys to be watching these highlighted moments. So there won't be anything for me to say. And I've been trying my hardest to see if I can see anyone in that back seat. So if you guys could do the same. It's like, do I see somebody in the back or is it my eyes playing tricks on me? And that's a good idea to kind of, oh, of course, it gets pixelated. I was going to say it's a good idea to keep an eye out for if we see it moving or rocking. Is that why the sheriff's department gave it to us with some of this being clipped away or pixelated? I don't know. I still think being in the store 14 minutes is a long time for Dollar General. Trippy Dead said school zones in Pennsylvania are 25 or 15 miles an hour. Yeah, exactly. Allegedly with Brittany J. I could swear I see someone in the back, but I don't trust it. Same. Like I went back numerous times and I think I actually do a loop in this editing to look at what I'm thinking I'm seeing because I need your guys' help with that. Her shoes look so big. I get she has dark socks on. Yeah. I mean, I'm right there with you. If she stayed in there for 14 minutes, where is the other footage exactly? I think there's a reason that they've given us what they've given us, and they haven't shown us certain things. So they pixelate certain images for us. They don't show us her like in the store at all. I mean, there are other cameras. We know that. Margot says there is a few Venmos to Amanda from August to September. Yeah, orthopedic shoes for her back, people speculated on. Yep. To me, 14 minutes is wandering around, figure where things were. Suggest no hurry. I agree there. Okay, so here, wait, is this the part? No. Okay, thank you. I'll check my Instagram right now while we're watching this, Brookie. I forgot. I'm sorry. Yeah, that I agree. That wrestling detail on that car is very significant. So that's a good find, guys. Good job. Okay, so here's where I think I looped it, where I've zoomed in as much as I could. Let me know if you guys see anything in the back. And don't blink either. Just stare until your eyes are like burning. That's what I like do. I'm like, do I see something? And how convenient is it that all this is happening during the time that she has like a rented vehicle that has such tinted windows? Although it is the South, I know there's a lot of tinted windows down there because New York doesn't allow them. So it's really annoying. But it's hot as heck down there, so it's good that they have them. Yeah, that wrestling logo, very significant and interesting. Yeah, she does lean back. Yeah, I'll rewind that, Petunia, so we can see it again as soon as this little video's done. Yeah, I know, it is hard to see, Connie. Thank you for trying, though. So incredibly slow, right? Like, what is taking place at this moment? You saw movement, Margot? Okay, I'm going to rewind it after this little clip is done, and then we can go over that and see if anyone else sees anything. Yeah, why can't they unpixelate this? It's like they purposely, well, now I'm super zoomed in. So that probably has a lot to do with it being pixelated, guys, because I zoomed in on my iMovie editing app. So whereas before when I showed the bigger screen, it was, and notice she didn't like hit her brakes when that red car went driving through. Did you guys notice that? Okay, hold on. Let me rewind it to where we see, yeah, that part. So yeah, this looped part, let me know what you're seeing. Some people think they see movement. She definitely leans back in her seat, and you can see something see that white thing there? It looked like the light from her phone, maybe. Did you guys see it? That. Again, this isn't a streamline. This is just literally like a 3-second clip that I played back to back. So let me rewind it again. Do you see that like light? Or I don't know if I'm looking at light or if it's just the silver part on the other side of the car. You know what I mean? You can see her head moving. Kimmykin said, I know, I missed it too. It's like, okay, Stacy D saw it. Trippy Dead says he sees the light. Margot says, look at the passenger window where it's really black. You can see movement. Looks like a phone to me, Vicky says. So my question is, just going to rewind it again, guys. Can you do like a voice message on Venmo? Like, can you hold the microphone up to your mouth and do, they're not going to let me go. Love you. There's a key in the blue pot. You know what I mean? Can you do voice messages on Venmo? Could that be what she's doing here? Like when we see the light from her phone, possibly? I don't know. I just want to know what is going on in this car right now. Okay, the light is the other car. So it's like the detail on the Mini Coupe next to her, possibly. But why wouldn't she tell the staff about someone in the car? I mean, I don't know. Maybe he said, if you pull anything, I will shoot your daughter. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, guys. I'm as confused as you guys are. What would make somebody go along with something? It's hard to say. I mean, threatening the life of someone you love. I mean, again, Amanda could be in on this, but totally playing it off like, oh my gosh, Mom, just do what he says. I'm so scared. You know what I mean? We saw her do fake crying on media. And again, I think it looked fake. Other people will say it's not fake, but she seems like a little actress. No, you cannot do voice memos through Venmo. Okay, good to know. Thank you. CDT said, I think maybe the threat didn't happen until she got back into the van. That would be the safest way in a way. You know what I mean? I just checked Venmo and you can use voice translation on an iPhone. Interesting. I wonder what kind of phone she had. So then look here, guys, as she's leaving, a red car like pulls in. She doesn't even like hit her brakes at all. She just keeps rolling. So this part I had questions too from you guys. So it says Amanda tried to call her mom, and this allegedly took place after she got the Venmo, who didn't answer her phone. So then I'm like trying to find, let me just share my screen real quick. So I'm trying to narrow down the time when Amanda tried to call her mom, because I haven't seen a time. And I seen somebody put something out. It said 3:19 or something, but there's nothing that I can see that gives a time. And guys, I sit on my knees, so I'm sorry if I'm like all over the place. I noticed that like in my last live stream, I was like right on top of the camera. So sorry. I just like to be comfortable here with you guys and have my coffee. Okay. I feel like they're keeping the time of when Amanda did call her mother close to the vest. Like that's important for their timeline, I think. So I have not seen a time. The only thing is I've seen this. Let me see. She informed me that around 3:17 p.m., Deborah sent her $2,385 through Venmo. There was a message on Venmo with the money sent that said, they're not going to let me go. Love you. There is a key to the house in the blue flower pot by the door. Amanda said the message scared her and got her worried for her mom. So she tried calling her, but she didn't pick up. And like that media article that I just showed, like the clip, it said she didn't answer her phone. Then it goes down here and it says, dispatch, myself and Deborah's family attempted calling her several times, but it would go straight to voicemail. So I'm like, Amanda's saying that she didn't pick up, but she didn't say that it went straight to voicemail. So I find that interesting. What do you guys think? When was this call that Amanda allegedly tried to call her mom? Which is it? Did she not answer her phone like Amanda stated, like it says in that media report in here? Or did it go straight to voicemail like everyone else tried to do? So, okay, everyone's saying she had a iPhone. I don't know, guys. I find that interesting that the police report says she's saying that she didn't answer or whatever, and then dispatch and everyone's saying it went right to voicemail. So I want to know, when Amanda called, did she not answer like it was ringing, or did it go straight to voicemail? Like dispatch and everyone else is saying happened to them when they tried. So this is, I do recommend this channel, Bed Crime Stories. really good, concise information. Highly suggest you guys going there and checking it out. So what else did she share today that I thought was interesting? Or maybe it wasn't today. Okay, Amanda Bearden's boyfriend, Andrew, is back in the comments, and he was gracious enough to let us know that he is currently taking substance abuse classes for $45 per class. He has 3 classes left. He was arrested for a DUI, but they changed it to reckless driving because he allegedly was not drunk. He was found with marijuana. However, on the same day, he also had an ankle monitor on at the time. Yikes. Here is a note. Andrew is MMA 125. So I don't know what you think about this. Someone else made the point she was clutching a tree. So why would Amanda's size matter? But 4 foot 4 inches, really? I wonder if that's true. I also meant to say Andrew said he didn't do drugs aside from weed. Could he have been ordered substance abuse classes due to drinking? If so, who is planning on paying for it? Then Andrew allegedly answers, my classes are $45 per class. I have 3 classes left to take. Thanks for answering. Was it for alcohol? I guess so. I got a DUI, but they made it reckless driving because I wasn't drunk. I did get charged with marijuana that day, so who knows? I had an ankle monitor on at the time, so plea deal was kind of my best option. I got screwed, really. And then there's people saying that they think that this is a fake account. And then other people are saying he's not owning responsibility. So I don't know. I'm still up in the air. I know that he showed an ID. I know that a lot of times criminals follow cases closely through the media. So it wouldn't surprise me if that was him. But at the same time, I have a hard time believing something just because, I mean, you could Photoshop an ID. Let's be real. And there are trolls who would do that in cases just for attention. But it seems like a lot of people believe that that's him. Sorry. What do you guys think? Like, are you believing that that's him? Press 1 if you think that's him. Press 2 if you're unsure and you don't think that it is him. Whatever, guys. That's pretty much all I had to share. Yeah, that's the guy who supposedly Andrew said that 10 to life comment section. Because she also said after getting the Venmo, she drove around for at least 2 hours, going places Debbie liked. Yes. I want to know the timeline, like when she called her mother, like after the Venmo got to her, was she claims she was shocked by it and tried to get a hold of her mother, which is fine. Hi, Delana. It's so good to see you. It's fine that, but we don't have like a call. People are saying unsure if it's him. That's fair. I mean, I'm the same way. I'm like, is it him? Is it not him? It wouldn't surprise me if it was him, but then at the same time, it wouldn't surprise me if somebody just wanted attention, sadly. Yeah, I want to see the call logs of everyone. Exactly, Scout. So what was the timeline? She gets the Venmo. She allegedly tries to call her mom, but her mom didn't answer. She didn't answer or went straight to voicemail. That's important. Especially since we know that her phone was smashed. What did they expect the smashed phone to be burned when they lit the fire? Don't really understand that. To leave the phone, like, I get you want to destroy it, but like, I really just think that they thought the fire was going to destroy evidence. Hi, Princess Megan Elsa. Good morning. Amanda didn't call law enforcement for like 3 hours. Exactly. So she claims she called her mother right away because that Venmo message, worried her. We don't have the exact time. She claims, I went to Ulta and drove around to stores that I knew she liked. I'd love to know that time frame and those CCTV footage and all that. Yeah, it really is one of the craziest cases. I agree, Delana. He said Amanda didn't see the Venmo because she was cleaning the apartment. How could she be cleaning when Debbie was buying her cleaning supplies? Fair question. And she didn't tell law enforcement about the money, just the message. That's where I'm getting confused too, because that police report had the money mentioned, but I'm hearing she didn't tell Steve about it. Is that true? And honestly, it's a huge red flag that they didn't know where the money is. Like, they don't know where the money is. The last media information I seen was pretty much saying they couldn't account for that money anywhere. That's huge red flag. Hi, Mar R. It's good to see you. We are finishing up. Let me just play this little segment once again for you guys. It's a few minutes long, and then we'll probably just wrap it up for the day. I really appreciate you guys theorizing with me and helping me out here. If she told Steve, he didn't relay it to 911. Yeah, and that's the thing, is on that crime bed stories that I was, or great, now I messed up the name of the channel. But she said something like she'd love to have seen Steve's face, like, once he found out about the Venmo money, you know? But Amanda probably spent the money on drugs. I mean, people have done stuff like this for drugs. Let's face it. I wonder if they asked to drug test her. Margot, if you want to become a member, it's greatly appreciated. In the description box or on my home screen, I think it says it has like the members link. And then on the home screen, it should say join. But if you're on an iPhone, you can't access like certain, I think the one on the home screen, but I think the one in the description box, you might be able to. But oh, thank you so much, Delana, for linking it. You mods are amazing. Okay, so just to reiterate, the Venmo message on top in pink is not what it looked like. There was no period at the end. So the one that we're seeing right now is accurate. No punctuation at all. Hi, House Huddle. Good to see you. And if you guys like Watt's case information, please check out the House Huddle and Kelly Searches Equals Answers. Those are two great channels. So thank you guys so much for being here. Now, this van, the white van with the wrestling logo, great job, Sleuth, for noticing that. Yeah, I agree, Shy. It's sad. Thank you, Connie. My mods are awesome. Hi, SU Coder. Thank you for being here. I'm glad you like listening in the morning. And look, she opens the door and lingers. You guys see that? Like, why? I don't know. I just feel like it took her way too long to even, once she stands out of there. Like, I wonder if she's like looking around to see, like, is there anyone I could like make eye contact with? Or Christy B says, now this van is weird. Oh, okay. Definitely weird if with that wrestling logo. So thank you guys for showing me that. That's insane. Florida Bass Fishing said this is like the see no evil video footage. Mar R, I'm unsure on if I think she's alone, but if I had to guess, I would say no. Right there, she locked the door. Yeah, we noticed that earlier, and it's like, if somebody's in the car, I don't know, that's weird to me. Maybe they told her, like, I don't know, guys. But it's not wrestling, Brookie. What is that? Okay, Steve never said anything about it on the 911 call. Yeah, you're right. So when was he alerted about it? The Venmo. I sent it to your Insta. I thought it was... Sorry, I'll relook. What does it say? I thought it was connected to a wrestling thing. Starvesting. I don't know. It's really hard to read. I'll post that to the community page and get everyone's opinion on it. But either way, it's interesting. I feel like she locked the door when she left the car and again at the door of the Family Dollar. Yeah. Oh, thank you so much, Margot, for becoming a member. I'm so happy to have you here. Thank you so much. It's greatly appreciated. It's crazy, guys, this case. Yes, and when the van was found, it was unlocked. Yeah, that's an important detail. Good point. She rolls the cracked window up. When she got out of the car? She reaches in and rolls the cracked window up. She was clearly smoking. Oh. I didn't even notice that. See, like, I don't know if that light or the silver thing is that other car. Like, I keep, like, right now, yes, that silver thing is the other car. But that at certain points, like, you guys see that flash of light? To me, that wasn't the other car. There or not. I don't know. If you guys are watching this on replay, let me know. Could have been a lighter. That's true. Hi, Seagate. Good to have you. True, it was a rental. Was she unsure how to lock the doors? That very well could be it. And if it's a rental, would she be smoking in it? Okay, I'll play it one more time, Delana. And again, this is just a looped thing. As soon as the Venmo picture shows up, right after it is just a looped, the reflection of her phone scene. That's what I'm thinking. Are you allowed to smoke in a rental car? I mean, people do it all the time, but I'm just curious. Yeah, that's true. This car definitely has automatic windows. Yeah, I've smoked in a rental too. Marshall Dove's here. Hello, Marshall Dove. It's a good chat. So yes, start it over and I want your thoughts if you have time to comment down below, Marshall Dove. I love your opinions. Yeah, you're not supposed to smoke in it. Was she in some sort of stressful situation? So she said, F it, I'm going to smoke. Yeah, vape could have a light that glows like that. That's true. Everyone in chat has smoked in a rental. Who is that worker? We need to know who that worker is. I'm curious if no, I don't think it is the same worker who said she didn't appear stressed or anything. I don't know if they charge you if you smoke in a rental. I think they're just happy to get the rental back without dents and stuff. I know that they check for dents, but I don't know. I've given some rentals back that definitely smelled like cannabis. So sorry, Hertz. So slow there. And remember in the full view of that, when she's going so slow there, the Subaru that the worker is driving was perpendicular to her. No brakes as that red car comes in. And again, when did she try to call her mother? We need the timeline of that, and an accurate one. Don't share me someone else's timeline and say they said this. Like, I need it from law enforcement or media source that says we heard from law enforcement, So if anyone knows the answer to that, let me know. Slow, like if she's trying to text and drive, maybe. Yeah, I mean, there's so many avenues that we could go down. But anyways, guys, it's an hour and 30 minutes. I've got the little one to go get out of her crib. So thank you guys so much for being here with me today. I really appreciate all your guys' thoughts and opinions and just everything you guys do, the moderators and everything. Thank you so much. Enterprise here in Tampa, Florida charges you if you get caught smoking in their cars. Oof. Everyone's riding dirty, I guess. All right, guys. Oh, thank you, Seagate. Love you guys too. You guys enjoy the rest of your day. Before I leave, CDT, are you going live? Because I want to chat with you guys all there on CDT's channel if she's going live. Either way, I will talk to you guys very, very soon. Thank you, Mary. You have a good day too. Oh, okay. House Huddle posted a new Watts video yesterday if anyone's interested. And goodbye, everybody. Thank you so much. And that's really all I have. So I'm so awkward at goodbyes, but goodbye, guys.